Welcome back. It's now time for Press Review. We take a look at the major headlines and analyze them. And our regular Bernard Okoli is joining us today to take a look at said papers. Now, let's start with the Daily Nation. Ruto headed for public clash with Raila is what they're telling us this morning. After months of sparring over mode of implementing recommended changes, Deputy President and ODM leader could finally come face to face. What do you think of this, this story?
Thank you very much, Trix, and welcome viewers. I think from the way BBI rally started, they were ODM was spoiling for a fight with the other side, which is led by William Ruto. So the change of tact by William Ruto, I think it will deflate the personality kind of politics in those rallies. I think now we are going to get content because from the start, we have not been hearing what exactly is in this BBI that is meant for Mwananchi, is meant for Wanjiku. We have only been hearing about if you are not for BBI, you are against the president.
Yes, we're talking about BBI, from the politicians, what they were politicking rather than...
In fact, the other rally in Kakamega, the organizers, including Atuli, were saying now in Kenya, towards 2022, we will only have two formations, the BBI formation and the Tangatanga formation. So if you are not in BBI, you are not in government, because the BBI is going to form the government, you see. So the entry of Ruto into this game plan is changing everything. And to my own assessment, ODM has been found flat-footed.
Okay, and what about the U-turn? I mean, what do you think has occasioned it?
The U-turn from the DP, I don't think if it's really a U-turn.
Because the camp, his allies.
DP has always supported the BBI. He has said the BBI should be passed. But the mode of implementation and the mode of passing it is what has been having this problem. Because I think from the DP side, he was waiting for the committee that was established, gazetted the other day, to spearhead the discussions, to spearhead the dialogue. But now the other side took it very fast and said they are going to sensitize people because the president during the launch said that the copies should be available for people to read and make their own decisions. But up to now, Trisa, I can assure you there are no copies. We are being told to download from the website. How many people even have that 10 bob to download these copies from the website and the print? So these copies need to be available because what politicians are talking about is about few things. You heard what Honorable Wetangula said in Kakamega, that all the 9 points are very, very important. Just like the one that people are running away with, the position of the executive prime minister. And for what the DP is saying is that he's going to support the BBI that was launched at Bomas. But from what we are getting, or from what we are seeing being, spearheaded, is like we might end up having another report because of the connotation of politicians. Because when you see people meeting, then they give a form of like a memoranda that, people from Western have decided that they want the A, B, C, D in the report, So which means this committee, whose term is ending in June, is going again to collect another views. Which means the other money that was spent for the first report was just water under the bridge. So it's something that is a wait and see, but the entry of the DP's allies into this campaign is a game changer. It's going to give us at least content because you won't stand on the platform, start abusing the other opponent, and he's there waiting. He will also stand up and give you a dose of the medicine.
Absolutely, and part of the process was that they would go to the people with the document and then see what they think, and then come back to us with and then come back with the
still on that BBI, I strongly feel that there is a slow buy-in by the citizens.
Probably because of the dissemination of information.
People don't have not really bought in this idea, and you'll be surprised.
Or maybe it's just a question of them not having accessed and comprehensively read and understood
and from what
the document.
And what from the politicians are saying, Trix, you might be surprised that even if this document is subjected to a referendum and all the political bigwigs are supporting it, citizens might end up shooting it down, and it will be so shameful for the government and the other politicians.
Some of our regular analysts have been asking for perhaps just printing at the very least, so that at the local level people can access this document and be
not
able
just
to
printing it in English, it has to be translated even in Swahili,
perhaps
so that
in
people,
some areas even mother tongue. So I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done in terms of access to information, just access to information rather than I mean, as opposed to where we are right now. So it might take some time, and we'll have to wait and see where that particular what direction this takes in terms of citizens actually understanding the contents of this document. Now, when you look at the Standard, we also have a story related to said BBI, and they're talking about a showdown as Tanga joins BBI rallies. Now, it says Deputy President's allies now declare they will attend handshake rallies, as we saw earlier on in the story by Akiso Wandera, to scuttle an alleged scheme to compile clandestine report, vowing to hold parallel meetings and take charge of the forums in their perceived stronghold. And when you look at page 11 of the Standard, it's still focusing on that, giving us more details of this latest in the BBI and the pursuit of getting people to understand and therefore make changes and eventually implement it through a parliamentary process or popular initiative. We're having legislators now say they will attend the initiative rallies, take charge of some meetings. The thing that I don't understand, I imagine whether you're for or against, the rallies are where to be in order to voice your opinion, right? So why would they want to be on the periphery? I think naturally you'd expect them to be on board with the process. Yeah,
they will be on board, but as I said initially, to my understanding, the Ruto wing, not necessarily Tanga, but the wing that supports Ruto, thought that they will wait until the committee is gazetted.
Yes.
Then there will be these kind of town hall meetings where people are going to present their views, but they realize that immediately after the launch, then the ODM wing and the other side, I'm told, is Kieleweke, I don't know, picked up the conversation and went to people directly, started mobilizing, and they had the support of the state, that it was, the rallies were fully funded. You heard the other day in Kakamega actually saying that they have spent 200 million to organize the Kakamega rally. That's a lot of money, What was the money for? That's why the deputy president was saying these people are wasting taxpayers' money.
Yes.
Because this is an initiative that nobody is opposing. So even if they want those clauses, those executive prime minister in that BBI, that's something that the committee can still put there without really moving around and telling people. Because when you hear the connotations in these rallies, there are only three things that are coming out. We want expanded executive, deputy prime minister, I don't know what,
and yet
and yet there are so many things. There are 9 pillars, 9 points, and all 9 pillars, they are equal. None supersedes the other. So I just hope that now the conversation will be different and we'll be hearing content, we'll be hearing substance.
Perhaps to play
from the politicians.
Devil's advocate, do you think there was some educational value to the rallies that you have seen so far?
I have not seen an educational value, Trix. There's nothing, seriously. And again, apart from those, the issue of expanded executive, actually, all the points that, and I've said here on several occasions, all the points that are in BBI can actually be addressed without subjecting this country to a political shenanigans.
Right.
Because these are things that have been captured in various reports.
Yes.
These are things that the president can just implement through policy changes. there are so many things that can be done without necessarily wasting a lot of time and wasting resources.
Absolutely.
So if we go to referendum, maybe the clauses that are protected by the Constitution, the issue of maybe expanded executive,
yes,
that's maybe the only issue that might require a referendum.
All right, that is the first story that we've analyzed on Press Review. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we'll have more information for you, or rather analysis on what's being covered by the Kenyan press. Do not go too far. You're watching Morning Express.